recording.
Oh no, Bray has the clips enabled.
Oh God, Bray.
Now I'm
God
scared.
damn it, Bray.
Oh no! Oh no!
We are
Oh,
recording.
No, Bray, no. Thank you, Brandon.
Of course.
Look, just
Wahoo!
burned
It's a
myself
me.
with tea. Yay! It's an Eric. I was sad you missed our last trivia, Eric, but I'm glad you're here now.
I was just living it up in California, California.
California?
So
Mm-hmm.
California. So I did not have time because I was too busy surfing USA. But now
Surfing in the
Busy being
sunshine.
too cool for us. Yeah.
I was too busy California, California. But now I'm back,
Mhm.
so it's okay.
All right. Good. Good.
Do you guys
Here we
remember
We're
when
gonna
we
hang
used
out
to...
for a little bit. What's up, Brandon?
I was just gonna say, do you remember when we had a bunch of TV shows about rich people and that was okay? Remember when that was fun?
We still have a bunch of TV shows about rich people.
Yeah, but now they're all like bad. Like it's like Succession. Like look at these assholes. You know?
Oh, I'm talking about reality television, Brandon.
Oh.
Yeah, but those people are, yeah, but they're not rich. They're kind of like on the content treadmill.
They're like Trump rich.
Yeah, but that's still rich, Brandon. I'm never gonna be, unfortunately, Trump rich. So
They're in the gold. They're in the golden. They're in a golden cage.
hmm
Yeah. Moya, did Moya say something for a second and then disappear?
I had to go
Maybe.
get my phone from the other room. I'm in my recording closet.
Oh, good. Yeah, I
There
like
it
your
is.
recording closet's so pretty now. By the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to make it a cozy space if I'm gonna be making a cozy space podcast.
That makes sense.
How
Yeah.
how do you feel about that kneeling chair that I thought I saw that you have?
You did, in fact, see that. I've been
Okay.
wanting to get one for a while, and then I found one on Facebook Market for like half the price, and I love it so far. The rocking is very fun. It's helping me with my like the fidgeting that I want to do while I
hmm
record. I can just rock back and forth a little bit, and it makes no noise.
I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah, I'm doing it now. It's great,
I,
and my
it,
posture does feel
and
better.
oh, that's good. And can confirm we can't hear it, so it's good that it doesn't make noise.
Yay!
Julia, may I ask that you turn your gain up by just an inch?
Like a full inch, Brandon?
No, like a little
Oh.
hair.
Okay.
There's
Is
a
that
big difference
better?
between an inch
Yes,
and a
please.
little hair.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that good?
Yes.
Is that good for you?
Yeah, thank
All right, cool. All right. All right, you nerd. I turned it up.
Rude.
Turned it up just for you. All right, how many people we got in the chat? Cool.
Hello,
And
chat.
we've got 4 participants, so I feel like that's a good number to start. Let me just ping the channel, make sure anyone who is not here knows that we're starting soon.
Yeah. Hey, come on in. Hey.
Hey.
Oh,
I gotta get
Oop.
Slack open over
Now,
here.
chat. I'm gonna have to tell you, everyone in the audience, do not give Brandon any help because he needs to learn on his own, like a baby swimming. He needs to almost drown before he can he can learn.
Eric, dear
No,
Christ,
the
never
chat
have
is very
children.
Anyone else
good.
help?
Hmm?
No, well, Moya, you don't need it, and Julia has already been nerfed because she had to come up with the game.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think it will be fine, but and Maddie is allowed to get help because she has been on Earth the least amount, so I think that's okay. But do not help her.
Totally fair.
Like Moya, they can
Ah.
try to help us, but we'll be like, no, do not want it, cannot see it, closing my eyes.
No, must be in honest and have integrity, academic honesty. Yeah.
Deanie did ask Maddie, how long have you lived off of Earth? I did only talk about your time on Earth.
I would say that's information I can't disclose.
Ooh.
That's fine.
I think it also totally depends on whether you believe in reincarnation or not. So
Oh, that's true.
It's a very difficult question to answer.
I
Sure.
agree.
Thank you for
I
answering.
did go
Speaking of
to-
space questions, thank you for answering my question on Pale Blue Pod, Moya.
Oh, thanks for asking. It was really fun to answer people's questions. Were you satisfied with the answer?
I was very satisfied. I thought it was
Okay,
a
good.
good answer. Thank you.
Julia.
Moy, I'm a little annoyed you didn't answer my question, which is why when you go to Jupiter you get more stupider.
Yeah, why not?
Why that?
It's a good question.
I
Truly.
did not see. I
He's
missed
lying
that
to you.
question.
No, he's just
Oh.
making a joke.
Oh,
yoke.
Eric, you know how gullible I am.
Okay, I thought that one was
Uh,
self-evident.
I
Maybe
think
chat
I
do
think it
help
would
Moya.
have to do. I think it would have to do with the lack of oxygen there,
Sure.
and the pressure that would just smush you into a pulp, making thinking quite difficult.
Right.
Mm.
If you're in the big red spot, your brain cannot think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it
that's
it
true.
becomes goo,
It become
Right.
goo.
That's
even
fair.
more than it already is.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. It is funny how we all have just like wet goo controlling our whole bodies.
That's true. We don't talk about that enough. I don't think.
Julia, are you sure you missed me?
I am definitely sure that I missed you. And speaking of the wet goo that controls our bodies, hey everyone, welcome to General Knowledge Trivia. It's a spooky edition though.
Incredible.
If it's your first time joining us for trivia, welcome. I have 4 lovely contestants, maybe 5 when Amanda arrives, who are going to be playing a like a spooky-ish. It's not all Halloween and horror themed this month, but it is mostly that. But I think we're going to have a really good time. We have 6 different categories, 3 rounds consisting of 2 categories each, with 5
Wow.
questions per round. If you remember how to play, you're going to message me at the end of each round your answers for that round. I will grade you. I'll give you an update of what the scores look like, and then we will continue on to our next round. So I am very excited to get started. This is my favorite time of the year, favorite time of the month, really, and I have themed it accordingly. So
I also
we are
like
going.
Bray really wants you to gesture towards him who's wearing a sparkly cocktail dress and
Yes.
just got his teeth bleached twice in 2 days to make sure he was getting
Well,
ready.
Bray will also be helping me when we get to the music portion of our trivia. So I very much appreciate the Vanna Whiting that Bray will be doing in this trivia night.
Bray said the
You don't
first bleach doesn't get it all.
You don't
Yeah,
do
that's
it in two bleaches in 2 days. Are you even prepared to be in Hollywood? Come on.
That's a great question. That's a great question. And chat, just remember, as always, if you would like to answer the questions, make sure you are spoiling them so that our contestants don't see what they are while we play.
Unless
Please and
it's
thank
for
you.
me. If you can unspoil it just for me, go ahead and do
No.
that.
Don't let them. All right, let's get started with our first round. And back by popular demand, food puns.
Yay!
Now, Eric and Maddie and Moya, you guys were not here for our last trivia night. Food puns was a very popular segment. Basically, how it works is I am going to give you a set of clues that will phonetically spell out a type of food, whether that's a dish or like a type of food, what have you, and it is up to you to guess what that food is. It's pretty basic. It's pretty straightforward. I am sure that y'all will figure it out as we go. So let's get started with our first one, which is a single man's apartment is often referred to a bachelor blank, and then a bolo, bow, ascot, and cravat are all types of blank.
Now, Julia, should we collect these?
Oh.
Should we collect these like on our own and then send them to you like via Discord or Slack later?
Via Slack at the end of the round, there'll be a little prompt on the slide saying, "All right, send me your answers."
Got it. Thank you.
All right, I'm just
Thank
going to
you,
repeat this one
Julia.
more time. Of course, guys. A single man's apartment is often referred to as a bachelor blank. And bolo, bow, ascot, and cravat are all types of blank. And that should spell out a dish.
Single craft cheese slice. Got it.
Mhm. You got it. Nailed it. Got it in one. Don't spoil it and tell your fellow contestants the answers, Eric. Please.
Damn it, I shouldn't be helping Brandon. That's on me.
Exactly.
But you did say that we could help Maddie.
That's
Yes.
true.
That's what you were
That's
doing.
true. That one's for Matthew.
All right, gang, I'm going to move on to our next one if everyone is ready.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The Ursine best friend of Christopher Robin. And then Robin, Raven, Beast Boy, Starfire, and Cyborg are all parts of the superhero team, the Blank Titans.
Julia, this is just so good. You're a perfect human.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Great, great, great.
I'm going to repeat that again. The Earth sign, best friend of Christopher Robin, and Robin, Raven, Beast Boy, Starfire, and Cyborg are all part of the superhero team, the Blank Titans.
You
I
had
just
fun with this, didn't you?
I had a good time with. I like these. These are fun to do. They're a lot of work, but they're great.
I just like that Julia got like a pop-up of Halloween candy. That's the kind of spam I want.
Yes, you're like, yes. If I click on it, does it go in my mouth? I hope so.
I do want to eat that candy. It looks really tasty.
It
I
does,
would
it looks
fall
yummy.
for more phishing scams if they were offering me Halloween candy.
I think that's true of
Yeah.
all of us, really. If someone was like, "I'll send you a year's supply of Reese's peanut butter cups," I would 100% just like, I'd
Well,
click
I
any
know
link.
how I'm
I'd
scamming
click
Julia.
any link.
I would go towards that van.
As you should, as you would. All right, we're gonna move on to our next one, which is a yes from a pirate. The extremely meta horror movie from Wes Craven that establishes the quote rules of horror, Anakin Skywalker's least favorite thing, and the Sanderson sisters, the Halliwell sisters, and Glinda are all examples of a blank.
That's
Mhm.
funny.
All right, one more time. A yes from a pirate. The extremely meta horror movie from Wes Craven that establishes the quote rules of horror, Anakin Skywalker's least favorite thing, and the Sanderson sisters, the Halliwell sisters, and Glinda are all examples of a blank.
What kind of food has Obi-Wan in it? It's a
How do
weird-
you
That's a great
spell
question.
Sebulba? That's so hard.
That was a better joke.
How do you spell pod racing?
Now that's pod racing.
Do you know how often I say now that's podcasting? Do you know how often I say
Wow.
that?
Now that's what I call podcasting, baby.
Exactly.
Do you know how often I
Mhm.
say, from my perspective, the Jedi are evil? All the
Mm.
time.
All the time. Makes sense.
Oh.
I've
Almost
never
like-
I've never seen these, but I appreciate that all of these are probably very clever.
Aw, thanks, Moya. That's very nice of you to say.
Well,
All right. We're going to move on to the next one. All right. According to Julie Andrews, this is, quote, a name I call myself. Also, according to Julie Andrews, this is a needle pulling thread. The Egyptian god of the sun, Don Draper, played by John Hamm, is the protagonist of this TV show, Mad Blank.
I love Mad Blank.
My favorite show. It won so many Emmys.
Hmm.
All right, one more time. According to Julie Andrews, this is, quote, a name I call myself. Also, according to Julie Andrews, this is a needle pulling thread. The Egyptian god of the sun, and Don Draper, played by John Hamm, is the protagonist of the TV show Mad Blank.
All right, give me a second. I got to run through the song in my head.
Fun fact, Don Draper almost quit acting before he got cast on Mad Blank.
Really? I did not know that. But then we wouldn't like all be obsessed with his big dick, you know?
Listen, he was doing
What?
small feeders and people
Oh,
saw
Moya,
his
you don't
big
know
dick
about that?
before.
No,
Well,
no.
This is an Amanda story. This is an Amanda story though,
Mm-hmm.
because John Hamm notoriously had big hog, and I think people have also seen it because he's like a comedy kind of theater person at his core, and she saw him
Mhm.
do Thrilling Adventure Hour like years
Oh,
ago.
Eric, I was there for that.
Oh, you were there too. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
That. And that's
Yes.
that's where they saw outline of big hog.
I just could not parse. I got the answer, and I just could not parse it in my brain for like a good minute and a half. Like I
Yeah,
couldn't parse the
yeah.
word for some reason. But okay, I'm good.
All right, we're going on to the next one then, and this is our last one, I believe. This is soda, beans, and soup are all available in a blank. Long Island native Blank Snyder is the lead singer for the heavy metal band Twisted Sister. And the American nu metal band, best known for their songs Freak on a Leash and Coming Undone.
Ooh.
Well, I would love to hear people's thoughts on this.
On the answer, or on the band.
Yes. On the answer,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
eventually.
All right. Well, don't worry. I give you guys all the answers at the end of the round, so you will find out. All right. I'll read that one more time. Soda, beans, and soup are all available in a blank. Long Island native Blank Snyder is the lead singer for the heavy metal band Twisted Sister. And then the American nu metal band, best known for their songs Freak on a Leash and Coming Undone.
I don't think who sings
Oh,
the "Wah" song.
That's Down
I
with the
don't know.
Sickness.
Yeah, but
That's
what's
Or
the
no,
band?
that's Sing-
Disturbed.
Disturbed.
That's
Is it
Disturbed.
Disturbed.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Thank
didn't
you.
realize it was NU metal.
Yes,
Yeah.
when you say
It's
nu
not,
metal, yeah,
like-
and you.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know why
And
actually. It's a good
It
question.
isn't you. Is it umlaut you?
Is it like a German thing? Yeah.
It might be.
I put a
It
U
might
with an
be.
umlaut in the chat.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. All right, so that is going to be the last of our food pun rounds. Don't send me your answers just yet.
Okay.
We're gonna do one more like section of questions, and then you can send me the full 10 answers.
Cool.
All right.
Right.
Mhm.
All right. So we're moving on to our next category, which is trios.
Yay!
If it comes in threes,
Wow.
I'll
Ooh.
ask about it. Basically, how this is going to work is I'm going to tell you a trio, a group of 3 people, and I would like you to name the 3 people that make up that group.
Cool.
Very basic, very
Oh
simple.
dear.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Is everyone ready?
Yes.
We're going to
Yes.
start with an easy one. Tell me the names of the Powerpuff Girls.
An easy one. Jesus, I always forget their names.
I went as one of them for Halloween when I was in kindergarten. My mom made a giant paper mache head. It was glorious.
That's
That's really cute.
amazing. Moya, don't tell me tell me the color of the one that you went as.
Pink.
Oh, okay. That's
Ooh.
adorable. I
That's
love
it.
that.
I now relate more to green.
hmm I was always a green girl myself, so I feel
Well, I
like
didn't have cable growing up, so actually, Moya didn't either. Fuck.
Yeah, yeah, there you go, Brandon.
yeah, you're fucked now, bro.
I have no excuse now.
Instead, I'm going
Alright.
to tell you the 3 cities in Texas that have a population above 500,000.
All right,
And
is everyone
question
ready
number
with
2
that
is
one?
which-
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, the next question is tell me the names of the Boogie Boys from A Nightmare Before Christmas.
I saw this for the first time last year, and I have no idea.
Really?
Yeah.
I watch this every year and I don't know. I don't really pay attention while I watch.
Their nickname from the movie is the Boogie Boys for the chat, being like they have names. Oh, they're so cute. The Boogie Boys from A Nightmare Before Christmas. And everyone, let me know when you're ready with this one, so I can move on to the next one.
Cool.
I'm ready. The funny thing, my favorite thing about this is just that Oogie Boogie is Cajun. I think that's so funny.
He's also just a sack full of bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Zach, well, so am I.
Bray, I didn't say this one was the easy one. I said we started with the easy one, to be fair.
That's true.
I mean, we're all kind of sacks full of bugs, right? You think about it.
Alright.
If bugs are bacteria,
When you think about it, yeah.
Hey,
All right,
we
is everyone
consider
ready to move on?
organs to be
Does everyone do their
insects?
best
We're all
guess?
full of bugs.
Yes, we're ready.
All right, cool. Moving on to our next one. Tell me the name for the Sanderson sisters in the movie Hocus Pocus.
Fuck.
Also, I've only seen this once, maybe, or maybe not even once.
Oh, Brandon.
I know.
I've seen this movie
Brandon,
so many times, and I think I say their actor names so much I do not process the character names.
See, since it seems like everyone is struggling, I will say one of the actors shares the same name as their character.
They do?
Yes, they do.
Must be the
I
one
did
that I
not.
don't know.
Well, then that answers your question, doesn't it?
I literally only
Midler
call them
once-
like Kathy and Jimmy. I do not ever say the name of the witch.
That's fair. That's fair. You know that Bette Midler said that this character was her favorite ever to play
I did know that.
in the
Oh,
movies. I
wow.
love that for her.
Okay, so it's not Bette Midler,
And
guys.
she got to play it again.
You don't know, Brandon. I might be throwing you off. Yes, that is true, Moya. She did get to play it again, which is I love that for her. I bet she,
Yeah.
out of the three of them, she was probably the one that was like, "Let me come back and play them. Let me do a sequel. Damn it!"
You don't think Sarah Jessica
All
Parker
right,
wanted to play a airheaded witch thing again?
I don't think so, Brandon.
Which thing?
I just don't think so. All right, I'm gonna move on to our next one then. Our next trio is, hey, tell me the names of the Scooby Gang from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Scooby
Oh,
Gang.
nice.
That's like the
Gang.
three main characters for people who aren't like super familiar with the show.
Oh, okay.
I think you still might be able to get the main three
Yeah.
characters.
Listen, one character has to go last. I think order is appropriate.
You're right.
And I think I do help you by saying, hey, the name of the show is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, so Bette Midler is the first one.
Teenage Vampire Hunter show. Tell me the three characters.
Oh, what is their name? Can't think of the. Oh fuck. Gonna put that. I'm just gonna give you 100 names.
Brandon, I want 3, and I want them to be correct. You can't just give me 100 names just guessing.
Apparently, a bunch of people in that show who are not on this list are making like an audio book together or something. An
Ah.
audio play? I don't know.
It's an Audible podcast.
Oh yes,
yeah,
they're
I
doing
saw
like
that.
an audio drama.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Charisma Carpenter,
Yeah.
Amber Benson, who
James
plays
Marston,
Kara.
even though he turned down
Yeah.
our podcast, but whatever, James.
Son of a bitch. That's all right. All right, is everyone ready to move on to our next one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, cool. And then our final trio, I believe, is going to be, hey, tell me the name of the 3, quote, assistants of Dr. Frankenfurter from
Oh
Rocky Horror Picture
boy.
Show.
Amanda's here
We
now.
got we got a little more themed this time. Amanda, if you'd like me to go through the questions really quick for you, please let me know.
Deanie, I'm definitely not dissing James. I've met him, and he is indeed the sweetest of hearts.
But he did turn us down.
Aw.
Yeah, one of the nicest celebrities I've met, actually. He's really, really sweet.
Oh,
All right, gang. Last call for the 3 assistants of Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Is that MD or PhD? Is...
I simply don't think that they clarified which type of Dr. Frankenfurter is. So
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
It's in Sexynomics.
Mm. It's in thighs because damn those thighs, right? All right, gang. End of round 1. Please submit your answers to me now.
I'm embarrassed too, Julia.
That's all right. Amanda, would you like me to send you stuff?
Yeah, I'll hop in now.
Okay, hold on. I very quickly, everyone send me your things. I'm gonna just rewind us back real quick so that Amanda can play.
No, you. It's cool. I'll hop in for the next round.
Oh, okay, no worries.
Thanks, though.
Give Amanda the mean of all of our numbers. Also, I'm not going to tell you. Also, do the median because this is a 5th grade math test.
All right, so just remind me, we have Maddie, we have Eric, we have Brandon, we have Moya, correct? That's who's playing, and then Amanda's going to be joining for the next round.
Yeah.
All right, I was like, I listed all
And
of them,
I'll
right?
leave for the last round.
Oh, so maybe you can just combine
So it'll be fair.
Amanda and Moya into one person.
There,
Ooh.
oh, that's smart. There's Moyanda. It was my first choice. It was the first thing I said. It's wild. They're putting out Powerpuff Girls sneakers. Like I think they're Air Force Ones lows, and they look really great because the color scheme of the pink and the green and the blue, and of course like the cartoon dark lines. The problem is on the heel of the shoe, like on the back of your shoe, are the eyes, and it looks terrible.
What? Why would they choose that?
Why would they
I
do
have
that?
no
Yeah.
idea. Like if you put like the left
Mm.
shoe has the left eye, the big cartoon eye, and the right shoe has the right eye. So you put them together, but it
Mm.
looks so bad in any configuration other than the two shoes sitting next to each other. And even then, it looks weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why? They're doing a Mojo Jojo one too, and it has the eyes. I'm like, come on, folks.
That's very weird.
I might get them anyway because I like them. Other than that, and also they're like sneakers are rare, so I might try to buy them anyway. But
Yeah.
like I'm really really annoyed about it.
Eric's collecting all of his retirement assets into sneakers.
Do you
Listen, we're all
sell?
gonna die.
Do you sell them,
Yeah.
Eric, or do you just collect?
I usually just collect them. I do have one that I've been sitting on. I ended up getting two of the same pair one time, so I'm gonna resell them. My friend Joe works at Goat, which is one of the resale stuff. So I
Mhm.
might do that. I don't know. It's just like it's more of like it's just about shipping. We do enough shipping, all
Yeah.
So this is whatever.
You guys want to hear
Alright,
if
unrelated,
gang,
Oh, go ahead.
what's up?
Go ahead, Julia.
Unrelated. If anyone wants Jokins, you should go buy Jokins.
Speaking of
Yes.
shipping.
I agree. You should do that. All right, I have the final round. I have the answers for the final round. Let's go through them real quick. Back to the beginning.
Yay.
All right, so our food pun section. A single man's apartment is also often known as a bachelor pad, and bolo, bow, ascot, and cravat are all types of ties. So the answer for the first one is pad thai.
Woo!
Yeah.
I think everyone got that. So
Woo!
very good job, everyone.
Yay.
All right, our next one was the ursine best friend of Christopher Robin, that is Winnie the Pooh, or just Pooh in this situation. And then Robin, Raven, Beast Boy, Starfire, and Cyborg are all parts of the superhero team, the Teen Titans, which means the answer was Poutine.
Was Winnie the Poutine.
Cute.
Winnie the Poutine. All right, our next one, a yes from a pirate, an extremely meta horror movie from Wes Craven that establishes the rules of horror, Anakin Skywalker's least favorite thing, and the Sanderson sisters, the Halliwell sisters, and Glinda are all examples of witches, which spell out ice cream sandwich.
Nice.
Ice cream the
sandwich.
Bulba Witch. Nailed it.
Yes. All right, our next one. According to Julie Andrews, this is a name I call myself, which is me. Also, according to Julie Andrews, this is a needle pulling thread. So, the Egyptian god of the sun, Ra, and Don Draper, played by John Hamm, is the protagonist of the TV show Mad Men. So that is miso ramen. Miso ramen.
Yay.
Yeah.
Make me
Oh,
so
that sounds
happy.
delicious
Should
right
have done
now.
tonkatsu ramen. See what you done with that.
It would have been really easy for me to do. Thank you, Brandon. All right, and then finally, soda, beans, and soup are all available in a can. Long Island native Dee Snider is the lead singer of the heavy metal band Twisted Sister, and the new metal band best known for their songs Freak on a Leash and Coming Undone, that is Candy Corn. Candy Corn.
Woo!
I
Good job,
I
team.
did spell my answer with a K. I wanted to acknowledge that I thought it was funny, and I do know how to spell candy corn.
It was good. It was very good. I gave a little chuckle when I saw that, so thank you, Eric.
Yay, teacher liked it. Yay. Good.
All right, moving on to our trios. The name of the Powerpuff Girls are, of course, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. Blossom, Bubbles,
Aw.
and Buttercup. All right, the
I was
name
Blossom
of the
for
Boogie
Halloween.
Hell yeah.
That's adorable, and I love that for you, Moya. All right, the name of the Boogie Boys from A Nightmare Before Christmas are Lock, Shock, and Barrel.
Oh,
Lock,
I thought it was
Shock,
Stock.
and Barrel.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, it's Stock makes sense. It's Lock,
Yeah.
Shock, and Barrel for some reason.
Dang.
Oh.
Damn you from the twisted
Interestingly-
mind of Tim Burton.
Interestingly, all played by the same actors that play like the main characters. So it's like Catherine O'Hara is someone in the comments mentioned. The guy who I can't remember his name right now who plays Jack Skellington, and then Paul Rubens.
That's fun.
And Tim Burton didn't direct it. It was what, like Henry Selick or something?
Yeah.
Yes,
He did produce
please.
it though. So, like,
But
that
it is
he got
Tim
his big name
Burton's
on
The
it.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
But there's
that is
that
true.
documentary. That's
Mm-hmm.
He was
Eric, I think
not
you've been
very
watching
involved.
the bootleg YouTube version. if it's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you thought it was Shock and not Stock,
Right,
Eric,
yeah,
because
yeah.
you were
Oh,
watching that
different,
bootleg
yeah,
version.
that's on me.
All right, our next one. What are the names of the Sanderson sisters from the movie Hocus Pocus? That is Winifred, Mary, and Sarah. Yes, Sarah Jessica Parker plays a witch
Oh.
named Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Amanda, I was saying
Mhm.
that I did not know the names because we only call them by their actor names. I literally have no
Mhm.
idea.
It's Lucy to Jimmy. I'm the most famous.
hmm
See?
I mean, I think if Bette Midler didn't have a song where she goes, "My name's Winifred, what's yours?" I probably wouldn't remember what that name was.
That's
So.
fair. I couldn't remember
That's
what
fair.
it was.
All right, our next one is tell me the names of the Scooby Gang from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That, of course, is Buffy, Willow, and Xander.
Xander,
Buffy,
fuck!
Willow, and Xander. You tried really hard with Giles, Brandon, and I just want to give you
I knew-
credit where credit is due.
I knew it wasn't Giles. I knew it was Xander. I just couldn't remember Xander's name.
That's fair. That is
If
fair.
I had written Joss Whedon, would I have gotten a point instead of Xander?
No.
Joss
No.
Whedon's Mary Sue. Would I have gotten a point for that?
It's
I
such
don't
Mary
give points
Sue-
for
Mary Sue
jokes.
behavior to name your character something that starts with an X.
Yes,
Like
truly.
all my Neopets role-playing characters. Club Penguin for the Gen Zs in the house. Starting with like
Mhm.
X's and Z's. Like Zoe was my name for everything.
Oh my god.
Of course. Naturally. All right, and then our final trio of this round. Tell me the name of the three assistants from Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show. That, of course, is Riff Raff, Magenta, and Columbia. Riff Raff, Magenta, and Columbia.
I got one.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was good.
I got
Shout out to Riff Raff. And
I
then
did
I liked
Riff-
your other guess, which was bisexuality.
Yeah. I wrote Riff Raff, the lady one, and bisexuality.
Correct. All right, are we ready to move on to round number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay. All right, round number 2, we're starting with Halloween trivia because
Whee!
it is the spookiest time of the year, y'all. We have to, of course, do some Halloween trivia.
Oh man, I was
all right?
literally gonna say like 2 Halloween fun facts I learned recently, like while we were waiting.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
so
don't
glad
do
I
it.
didn't.
Mm.
All right, so we're going to start with our first question, which is, famously, we carve jack-o'-lanterns from Halloween out of pumpkins. But before pumpkins, what vegetable were jack-o'-lanterns made out of?
This is so funny. I was thinking to myself, this is also a test if you listen to Spirits podcast. I knew this
That is
question was
true.
coming.
There are 2, maybe 3 answers that I will accept for this.
Eric, will you mind turning down your volume 1 notch?
Sure.
Just getting a little bit of the echo
Thank
back.
you.
Thank you.
All right, famously, we carve jack-o'-lanterns for Halloween out of pumpkins. But before pumpkins, what vegetable were jack-o'-lanterns made out of? I keep saying were used for, but that's not what I wrote down on the screen, so ignore me. All right, we're going to move on to our next question, if you all would enjoy. If everyone's ready, I should say.
Yeah.
Ready.
All right, cool. Which U.S. city hosts the world's largest Halloween parade? Which
Seems like a
U.S.
trick.
city
It,
hosts the
it
world's
really
largest
does.
Halloween parade?
Maybe it's a treat though.
Oh, maybe it's a treat.
Could be a treat.
It's Halloween, folks.
Halloween. Which U.S. city hosts the world's largest Halloween parade?
Watch it be like fucking like St. Paul or something, you know?
Tempe, Arizona.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, people in the chat, Halloween parades are a thing. People dress up in crazy costumes, then they do a little parade and they get like cool big things like you'll see in the photo there.
I don't know if you're not Americans, but Americans will definitely make a parade out of literally anything.
Yeah, we love a parade.
We just like to walk down streets
Constantly
slowly.
parading.
And throw
With,
things at the
confetti and
crowd
stuff.
that gathers.
Yep.
Gotta love a dog
Sometimes
parade.
candy.
Maddie
Gotta
is
love a
saying that
dog
all
parade.
parades should be dogs, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
I I agree with that 100%. Especially a dog Halloween parade like just happened in New York City.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what Maddie. Yes, that's
Yeah,
what
in
Maddie said.
Tompkins. It almost didn't happen
Mhm.
this year because of construction in the park, but they pulled through.
Fun,
made it happen,
and I love
independent
that for them.
media.
Mm-hmm. All right, Yang. We're gonna move on to our next one, which is Vincent Price provides the spooky monologue at the end of what popular Halloween song? Or I should say Halloween-ish song. Not
Julia?
specifically a Halloween song.
If you hadn't, I would not know this otherwise.
Vincent Price provides the spooky monologue at the end of what popular Halloween song?
Westy, you can do a Ren Fair with the dogs as well. You know? You can do
Yeah.
both.
I think Westy has done Ren fairs with the dogs.
Oh, okay.
I've seen photos. It's happened.
What if you did Halloween at the Ren Fair? So it's like Ren Fair but Halloween. That sounds fun. I want to do that.
I think that's what Westy is doing this year.
Oh.
They mentioned it in a previous chat that they're doing Ren Fair on Halloween this year.
Oh, that's fun. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do like the kids,
All
like the Ren Fair kids, go around and destroy people's cabbages or whatever it is? That's where trick or treating came from. All right, continue.
Brandon,
Sorry.
cabbage. What if I had a question about cabbage night, Brandon? How would you feel then? Huh? Huh?
I would feel bad.
You'd feel pretty bad, huh? All right, we're gonna move on to our next one, which is true or false. In a town in Missouri, it is illegal to ask for candy on Halloween if you are over the age of 13.
Because everyone knows
True
that
or
14-year-olds are
false?
perverts.
That's yep. Mm-hmm.
Candy perverts.
All right, one more
Brandon,
time.
can you not
True
talk
or
about
false?
14-year-old perverts on recorded media? Thanks.
14-year-old candy
All right, one more time.
perverts.
True or false? In a town in Missouri, it is illegal to ask for candy on Halloween if you are over the age of 13.
Is just blanket
gonna move
any teen?
If you are over the the statement is the statement.
What if the teen is like really cool and does a kickflip?
The statement's the statement, man.
Eric, can you not
I
talk
can't
about
tell
cool
you-
teens on recorded media?
Those two are different. I think that we're different, and I already got you.
All right, moving on to the next one. Last question of this round. What is the
Oh.
name of the camp that Jason... Wait, hold on. Are these out of order? These are out of order. I'm
Whoops.
sorry. Put this one here in my mind. What is the name of the camp that Jason Voorhees is associated with? And then bonus point, what state is this camp located in? I messed up. I put them in a different order, but that's okay.
That's okay.
This is question 4 or 5?
Just question 5.
Julie, can you go back to question 4 for a second?
Yes. That was true or false. In a town in Missouri, it is illegal to ask for candy on Halloween if you are over the age of 13.
Thanks. I was making coffee.
No worries.
Did you make a little espresso?
I did, and it is in a tiny cup.
Oh, that's cute.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
All right. One last time. What is the name of the camp that Jason Voorhees is associated with? And bonus point, what state is this camp located in?
I love associated with. That's very funny.
All right. That is the end of that section. We're moving on to our next section, which is horror movie trivia, which is where that last one should have been. But it's fine. No worries. All right. Horror movie trivia minus the fake blood. The first question I have here is, what classic horror movie monster has had the most movies made about them?
Mm.
So
What
is this like
classic
a...
horror movie monster?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Well, is this like a proper noun movie monster or like skeletons have had the most?
I can't give you that. It is a specific character.
Okay, cool.
Great.
It's not, the answer is not like zombies or skeletons.
Okay, cool.
That's more in my mind a genre.
Yeah,
This
I
is a
agree with you.
specific
Yeah,
character.
Oh. A specific character, an individual.
A movie monster, as in like a specific monster, a specific character.
Word.
The monster has a name.
Word.
The answer
Yes.
is capitalism. Boom.
Boom.
Next question.
Got him.
Thank
right.
you.
Yes, it is a named monster. Thank you. All right, moving on to our next question. Michael Myers has a pretty iconic look, but what famous actor's face was his mask originally inspired by?
I know this. This is a good fucking question.
Michael Myers has a pretty iconic look, but what famous actor's face was his mask originally inspired by?
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. I'm blanking on his name right now.
Julia, can we talk about this when we're done? I want to talk about this a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, no, I have fun facts about this section, so don't
Wonderful,
worry.
wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Why are all my answers presidents? Why are Cheney? Why is my brain saying Dick Cheney? And then when I said no brain, he's not an actor. Then my brain said Bill Clinton.
Because all you do is heist movies, so you're just envisioning the Departed, the president masks, yeah.
All right, we're moving on to our next question here, but what iconic horror movie is known not only for its memorable score and for being one of the earliest examples of the slasher genre, but also for being the first American movie ever to show a toilet on screen?
American
This is the
Pie.
first-
Next question.
This is the first American movie ever to show a toilet on screen. Isn't that wild?
That is wild.
Gotta love them decency laws, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
like I learned recently that the first person depicted, like shown to be pregnant on TV was in like the 70s. It was like very late. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they would just disguise any like actors that are pregnant or characters that were pregnant. They just like allude to it, and then the baby would be there. Like they just like thought it was indecent to show a pregnant body.
What?
Yeah, it was like way too late.
Especially
Yeah,
if they were
and
doing
they were
anything
doing
like
this-
working.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like they in the French New Wave, like Sidney Lumet was putting toilets in everything.
It's just
Death in Venice, it was in a bathroom. It was a bathroom.
It kind of is a. I mean, the guy dies by diarrhea.
He
So
does do, yes, he does.
Oh wow.
all right.
Yeah, I
Speaking of
loved in
dying by
Metropolis when
diarrhea.
capitalism was shown as a toilet.
All right, gang, true or false? The idea for Final Destination originated from a spec script for the X-Files.
Oh, interesting. So
True
not
or false?
necessarily. You don't have to answer this, Julia, but so not necessarily something that actually aired.
Couldn't
Interesting.
possibly say.
Interesting.
Maddie,
True or
Moya,
false?
and Amanda, do you know what Final Destination is?
That's the one where like everybody just like is like randomly dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I have like a core memory of the trailer where like an escalator breaks.
Right.
And I wouldn't go on escalators for like a couple years after I saw that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Smart.
Oh.
The one that I'm thinking about is where you're driving on the highway and then a truck with
Yup.
logs and that one falls. So I think we just
Oh.
might be thinking about like different entries, but that's
Yeah.
where. And then of course the one on the roller coaster. Yeah, okay. I just didn't know if it was ubiquitous or this is like some early 2000s trash.
No,
Eric,
Eric, the one that
I've
you're
never
thinking
seen
of.
it.
Hold on. Eric, the one you're thinking of is Final Destination 3. The roller coaster is Final Destination 2. And this is the original Final Destination, which is they were all supposed to be on a plane that crashed. And then because they were not claimed by death because they weren't on the plane, death starts claiming them.
Right.
And also, Eric, the thing you just described is the reason I will never, still to this day, never drive behind a large truck hauling anything.
Same. No, I'm with you.
I just said that in the
100%.
chat.
Yeah, I'm with
Yes, we
that.
just said
I've
that
also
in the
never
chat.
seen the movies. It's more about like a cultural consciousness thing.
Oh, I've seen them.
Yeah, but, like here's the thing though, is like you don't have to see the movies because you saw the trailer and now that's burned into your brain forever. Like
Yeah.
it's
I only
fine.
learned about it as, like a cultural reference, the same as that one, what the precogs and the pre-crime.
Yeah.
Like I only know about it in the last 2 years.
Watch out, pre-crimes can still get you pregnant.
All right, gang, let's do the final question of this round, which was supposed to be in our Halloween section. But what is historically the most popular Halloween costume for pets? What is
man.
historically
Nice.
the most popular Halloween costume for pets? Historically.
What an
Interesting.
As in like
adverb.
you know, it wasn't just like this previous year's most popular, like in several past years this has been a constant popular costume for pets, and in many years the most popular costume for pets.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna share my fun fact I learned today because of this photo, and we're done with the questions. Did y'all know that the
We have
sheet
another round.
was it? Is it more Halloween questions?
No, I'm just joking with you.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Did y'all know that the ghost sheet thing, where you take a sheet like those dogs are wearing and cut eyes through the holes, that is supposed to be or came from the burial shroud. That's why we did that. Because if you come back as a ghost and you were buried in a burial shroud, that sheet was supposed to be your burial shroud.
That's why we wear white on Yom Kippur, because we're rehearsing our deaths and reminding ourselves that one day we will die. And so it's important to get right with other people and the Lord.
Oh.
And sometimes you can just cut a hole in some sheets if you want to scare your wife.
That's
It's a
true.
fun Halloween fact that I learned.
What a good prank. Destroying your own property.
Yeah, make sure it's white though. It's less effective if you have like Spider-Man sheets.
Yeah. Or more effective if it's
Okay, hold
Spider-Man
on.
sheets? I don't know.
Brandon, I can tell you from experience, it's less effective.
Oh, and then gang, when you're ready, please send me your answers.
Julie, I already did because I'm a good student, so I think I should get bonus points.
Thank you, and I appreciate you.
Oh, that's not
Eric
the
is
same
such
as
a
a
teacher's
point.
pet.
It's a
Guys, don't tell Eric, but he's really a teacher's pet.
Brandon, just because you were talking about 14-year-old perverts doesn't mean you need to put attention on me instead. That's kind of really rude.
I'm gonna quickly run to the bathroom real fast.
No problemo. Do it up. Yes. 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 Okay. Sorry. Please talk amongst yourselves as I score these.
Sure.
Great. Here's an appropriate conversation for this Discord hang. Eric, do we have Halloween plans? If not, what should we do?
I don't know. I don't think so. And what should we do? I also don't know. I have not thought about it at all.
We are going to our friend's dog parade on Saturday, which will be very fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's if we only do that, I'm happy.
We can definitely do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
You can
Are
also
you
either
wearing
wear-
costumes?
So our friend is going as a football coach and the dog as a quarterback. I don't know, a football player, which is cute. It's gonna be like 80 degrees in New York City, so I don't
81 on Saturday.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I
That's
have
good.
not
That's
looked at the
right
weather at all.
up.
I'll be summertime
Damn.
Michael Myers. This is where a tank top and shorts and a mask. Yeah. Or summertime.
I will be in
Scream.
London on actual Halloween. Oh, sorry, Eric.
Ooh.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna dress like Velma Dinkley, I think.
I forget. Do they not? I know
No,
Halloween is
don't
very
really.
American, but have we like put that one out there?
I don't think they're very into it, but I will be aggressively into Halloween. I'm gonna take Milky Ways and hand them out in reverse trick or treating. I'm very
Yay.
excited.
Mm.
That's
We-
really cute.
Yay.
At least in 2011, there were like people who grew up watching American TV celebrated Halloween. So even if there wasn't like, full like citywide events, there were still like people doing parties.
I love that. Well, gang, I am ready to go through the answers to round 2 if everyone's ready to review with me.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so famously, we carved jack-o'-lanterns for Halloween out of pumpkins. But before pumpkins, what vegetable were used? Again, I don't know why I keep saying were used. What vegetable were jack-o'-lanterns made out of? Now, Amanda was the only one that gave me all 3 correct answers, which is
What up?
turnips, rutabagas, and if you're Irish, potatoes.
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 Such small jack-o'-lanterns.
I know. I
Boy,
know.
you don't know how big potatoes can get, okay? They can get
I guess
really
so.
Isn't there a potato in Idaho you can like sleep in as like an Airbnb?
That I don't know about.
What?
I think there's a. I don't know if it's real or
Actually,
not.
Doesn't
insane.
sound real.
It might
That
be
can't be
real,
real.
and then like obviously like preserved or whatever. Like you know what I mean. But
Like shellacked and whatnot.
yeah,
sure.
exactly.
All right. Moving on to our next question. What U.S. city hosts the world's largest Halloween parade? That's New York City, guys.
Oh, it was a treat, Eric.
New York City.
Shit.
Oh,
It was a treat.
Was a treat. I wrote down New York City.
Yeah,
Dang.
it's specifically the Greenwich Village Halloween parade, in case
course.
anyone is wondering which,
I said
because New York
Anaheim
City has
was
multiple
for
Halloween.
Disney adults. It was not.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That checks out. All right, our next one. Vincent Price provides the spooky monologue at the end of what popular Halloween song? That is Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Oh shit! You're right.
Oh.
Darkness falls across the
Yeah.
land. The midnight hour is close
Oh.
at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize y'all's neighborhood. Anyway, I've been listening to that monologue a lot because Jake is doing it for his Halloween band, so I know it by heart now, unfortunately. All right, our next question. True or false, in a town in Missouri, it is illegal to ask for Halloween candy after you're over the age of 13. That is 100% true. That is Belleville, Missouri.
What
Belleville,
happened in
Sounds
Missouri.
like some
Belleville,
shit
guys?
Missouri would do.
I don't know. I don't know, man. It'd be like that, you know?
I just
It'd
want
be
to
like
tell.
that in Missouri.
Yeah.
I just want to tell chat that they do have Milky Ways with caramel, by the way, which are just Mars bars.
All right, gang. And then our final question of this section that should have been in the other round, but it's fine, no big deal. What is the name of the camp that Jason Voorhees is associated with? And a bonus point, what state is that camp in? That is Camp Crystal Lake and is located in New Jersey.
Of course, it's in New Jersey.
Canonically, it is in New Jersey. Which is
Imagine what the
wild.
gas prices are there at Camp Crystal Lake. So cheap.
You can't even pump your own gas, though.
I know
you
Jason
know?
can't even pump
Like
his own gas. What does he do?
Yeah, I know. What's he supposed to
Once
do? It's not
again,
like he
want
can
to
just
really
go to the gas
highlight the
station.
verb associated with. Very funny.
I was thinking about it. I was like, is haunts the right one? Because he's not a ghost or anything. I didn't want to call it his killing grounds either. It felt weird, but you know, associated with. And I also say that because, like, technically, never mind. Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's
I just
great.
picked associated with.
It
I
was
don't
great.
know. All right, moving
Jason
on to
Voorhees
our.
donated $5,000, so the new shed is in Jason Voorhees' name. He's
The
associated.
Jason Voorhees Memorial Camp.
All right, horror movie trivia time, gang. What classic horror movie monster has had the most movies made about them? That is Dracula.
Oh,
With
bang,
23
course.
movies. 23 movies of Dracula, which is wild.
I expected
All right.
more, actually.
Yeah.
You want to hear
Yeah, I
another
know.
fun fact about
But I-
Dracula?
What's up?
So,
Yeah.
well, the part of the influential character of Vlad the Impaler, the actual historical guy, they did some recent science on him, and he may have had. I
You did
forget.
science on him?
Yeah, they. I won't go into details. It's boring, but he might have had. I forget what it's called, but it's a disease where when you cry, blood gets into your tears, and so he might have wept
that's fucked
blood,
Hell yeah.
which is fucking cool.
Now,
That's pretty
Julia,
scary,
did
not
you,
gonna lie.
in the count of this, does this include that new movie that came out, which is just a movie version of the exposition of Dracula?
What?
That's the boat. What's the name of the fucking boat?
Yeah, so the beginning of Dracula is like people coming on the boat and bringing Dracula over, but it's like it's so stupid because at the end Dracula shows up and everyone knows it, but they don't do anything. It's not a good movie because they don't do anything with that reveal. They're just kind of like it's a weird, like vaguely spooky, vaguely horrific boat movie, a la The Lighthouse, but worse. And then like Dracula shows up at the end.
Dang.
I am pretty sure that this includes that movie because if I remember correctly, the count also included the Nick Cage as Dracula Renfield movie.
Oh, good.
So-
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got 2. Dracula got 2 recently.
yeah,
Such a
pretty
famous little
recently, and I'm
vampire.
so like,
Popular.
and includes like the Hotel Transylvania movies and shit like that. Like,
Got to
there's a
include
lot.
the Sandman.
Of
Can
course,
everyone do their
naturally.
best bleh? Bleh!
What?
Bleh.
Bleh!
What?
Mine sounded like I
Like the
vomited on
Dracula
myself.
noise.
Oh, a
You know?
Dracula bleh, like a
Yeah.
bleh.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
Mhm.
it.
You did great, Moya. Fantastic.
Thanks.
All right, next
I was
question.
behind the stage. Backstage.
All right, Michael Myers has a pretty iconic look, but what famous actor's face was his mask originally inspired by? Hey guys, that's William Shatner. It's a William
Yeah.
Shatner mask.
Oh shit! I was wrong.
Yes.
I was so close, but I was wrong.
So
For-
basically, at the time, the Halloween was on such a low budget that they were like, we need like a already existing mask. So they went to the whatever the equivalent of Party City was in 1970, and like there was a Captain Kirk mask. They pulled off the sideburns and they painted the whole thing white, and that is what the Michael Myers mask is.
And
My favorite thing
famously,
about it is that it was so low rent, they could not figure out how to reproduce it, and also they lost the mask. Like the original's
Yeah.
gone.
that's
Mhm.
insane.
Aw.
And famously,
Mhm.
William Shatner was an asshole on set, so spooky in different ways.
Correct. 100%. All right.
See,
Moving
I
on
thought
to
I
our
was
next
leading
one.
Amanda to water because I thought it was Ronald Reagan. So I was like, yeah, it could be an actor president. Who was that?
All right. So, what iconic horror movie is known not only for its memorable score and for being one of the earliest examples of the slasher genre, but also for being the first American movie ever to show a toilet on screen? That is Psycho. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho.
Oh, fuck. Of course.
Which makes sense because its most famous
Yeah.
scene is the shower scene. So they have to show the bathroom they have to show the toilet in approaching the shower.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In
Yeah.
Bride of Frankenstein, there was also a shower scene, but they had to take out the toilet because of like blue
Mhm.
laws.
Right.
Yeah.
Blue laws.
That's definitely true. All right, gang. And then, true or false, the idea for Final Destination originated from a spec script for the X-Files. That's 100% true.
Ah,
Here.
So was it an episode that
Mhm,
aired, or
mhm.
was it just a spec script that someone wrote?
No, it was just a spec script.
Cool.
That's
All
so-
right,
I mean,
and,
like,
and
Death being a jealous girlfriend is pretty good as a premise
Yeah.
for anything, for a TV show, for anything. I really like the idea.
Yeah, me too.
All right, and then finally, the most popular Halloween costume for pets is a pumpkin.
Oh yes,
Oh.
from down fucking town, baby.
And baby.
Pumpkin.
And baby.
Aw.
I said
All
Bumblebee.
right,
They look so
gang.
cute.
I know,
I
they're
said
adorable, right?
Bumblebee. That's stupid.
That's
it was
very
stupid.
cute, too. That's good for a pet parade, but not for like a Halloween costume. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
a Bumblebee a lot as a child, like 3 or 4 years in a row.
Yeah, I feel like
All
that's a
right.
valid one.
We are going to move on then to our final round. We're going to start with the Halloween movie music round. So basically, how this is going to
Yay.
work, I'm going to play about 20 seconds or so of a song from a horror movie or a Halloween movie, and it's up to you to tell me what movie that is from. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will need
We're
to
going
leave,
to start-
but enjoy everyone.
Okay.
Bye,
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 Moya.
Mona.
Thanks for playing. Moya, you got 13
Thanks for putting
points,
it
by the
together.
way. Of course.
Oh, perfect. That's exactly
The
what I
perfect
want.
spooky number.
For spooky trivia. Yeah. Okay. Bye, friends.
Bye.
Hey, bye. All right, Bray, when you're ready, song number 1, please. Hello.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
wait, no, Bray, don't post it in the chat. Wrong thing. Thank you, Bray.
Maybe Bray was dead the whole time.
Mm-hmm. It's like weird that it's muted. No, wrong thing. That's fine. I'm just gonna hum them if Bray can't pull them out.
Sorry.
You're all good.
It's okay, no worries. I'm just
looking for
teasing
a
you.
photo of my baby siblings as pumpkins for their first Halloween, which is incredibly cute. Trying to find
Smart.
it.
It's a good choice.
I have good news to share that my crow friends have joined outside for Halloween trivia, so
Yay, the crows. We love the crows.
they want to answer some questions.
I don't know. See if they'll call you the right answers. Open the window. See if they'll come inside. Oh, here we go.
Tight.
All right, Bray, that's good.
What beautiful orchestration.
I got so
No,
fucking
it's great,
hyped.
right? All right, Bray, if you are ready, the next one, please. As it pings you. All right, Bray, that's enough. Thank you.
Amanda, what cuties.
Oh, they look adorable.
My sister is literally a bikini model, and that's what she looked like as a baby, which should tell you everything is possible.
Anything's possible, baby. All right.
Plumpkins.
Plumpkins. All right, let's move on to number 3. This one's a fun one. By fun, I mean spooky.
The trumpet.
The Plumpkin.
Oh my god.
All right, that's good.
A clarification on that one, Julia. Is that from like the actual movie or is it from like the trailer?
That's a good question. It is definitely sung in the movie. That is a more stylized version of it.
Okay, that's fine. You know, I think it must be a trend piece, but like all horror trailers sound like that.
Yeah. I promise you, I am not doing any weird like, oh yeah, that's like part 9 of that series or anything like that. I'm not being a douchebag about it. All right, let's do number 4 then, Bray, please. All right, I think that's good for that one.
That's so not. What the fuck is that? It's such non-specific scoring.
Julia, your text chain is right?
Yes, that's famously so. All right, and then finally our last one, number 5, please, Bray.
Oh yeah.
You can't see me dancing to this one, but I am.
I am doing the Macarena. You can't see me though.
I'm also dancing.
Perfect. Thank you, Bray. All right. So that is the end of our music round. And finally, our last section is going to be Julia's bad movie
Yay!
plots, which are horror movies
Yay.
explained badly.
Oops, sorry, I
All
sent you
right.
that.
Are we ready for these?
I sent you my answers on
It's
too
okay.
early.
You can just edit it and add your second half.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
gonna look at them just yet.
Okay.
All right, ready? So we're gonna start with the first movie, which this movie is basically like just a bunch of teenagers try their best not to fall asleep because the town's worst janitor is trying to get them.
Now, is
Will
this a
be
DVD that I
very-
sent you in the mail, Julia?
This is not a DVD you sent me in the mail, Brandon. Oh, yep. I will only repeat these if anyone did not hear them correctly.
Cool.
So I really appreciate the thoughtful pause as everyone tries to think of what the fuck I'm talking about.
No, I got it.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go on to movie number 2 then, which is this is a movie about how teenagers probably shouldn't be put in charge of other children, and how one mom tries to get her revenge, but then the son comes back for many more movies to keep that revenge going.
Mm.
Really is like teenagers are completely irresponsible and should not be put in charge of other children. That's really the plot of the movie. All right, moving on to movie number 3. Imagine you're a doctor and you're terrible at your job. And then one day you wake up in a really gross bathroom and have to play the world's worst escape room in order to survive.
There it is. Yeah.
Worst or best, Julia? Worst or best?
I mean, I think that depends on what you're looking for in your escape room.
This is why we don't let Brandon DM join the party, because he's inspired by this.
Mhm. All right,
I'm still
moving on
fucking grooving to the songs before. I'm thinking.
I
about
know
it.
they're so good.
It's really hard.
All right, moving
it's
on.
really hard for me to type while I'm twerking. I'm sorry.
Jesus
Mhm,
Christ.
mhm. All right, moving on to our next one, which is number 4. A man moves into a house with his family that the real estate company that he works for built, only to find that they've been cutting corners with their construction to disastrous effect, including a really terrible in-ground pool.
Oh, I don't know this one.
Terrible what?
In-ground pool.
I'll repeat that one just because it seems like not everyone heard it. So, a man moves into a house with his family that the real estate company that he works for built, only to find that they've been cutting corners with their construction to really disastrous effect, including a really terrible in-ground pool. All right, gang. And our last movie here. A child is super influenced by advertising for a toy line to the point where his toy talks him into becoming an accessory to multiple murders.
Nice.
Jingle all the way. Nailed it.
Wait, I missed that one. Sorry.
No worries. A child is super influenced by advertising for a toy line to the point where his toy talks him into becoming an accessory to multiple murders.
That's not even a bad one, Julia. That's just a good one. That's a good summary of that movie.
Thank you. I do my best here, you know? All right, and when you are ready, please submit your answers to me so
Could
I
I
may
possibly
grade them.
hear number 4 of the music again?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Ray, can you hit number 4 again for me, please, when you have a second? I'll grade while you do that.
I want everyone to imagine I'm doing the cha-cha slide while this is happening.
The dog upstairs got upset when that played.
All right.
Thank you, Bray.
I like so just looking at Bray's comments in the chat is my favorite thing. For example, Bray said, "I would be a doctor that's bad at my job."
Brandon, is the one that you submitted to me your final answer?
Yes.
All right, cool. Brandon, I need you to clarify something for me that you put in here.
Okay. Do you want to type it or do you want to ask?
No, I guess never mind. It's fine.
Okay. I don't the one maybe 5 and 7 is if that's the one you're thinking of. I don't know the actual name if that's not the name, so you could probably count that wrong. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
Because I'll tell you after.
Okay.
If we
Okay.
as we go. That's
Okay.
We are ready to go through these answers and crown our champion. So
Woo!
let's start with song number 1, please. Bray, could you just hit that again? Just like the first, 10 seconds of each of these, please. Boop, 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 boop. Let me pull up my answer sheet while we're waiting on that.
Please hold it's not playing.
It's okay. No worries. I know it's not your fault. Come on, multi-tunes. I think the as the sleigh bells that we cut off before they started hitting kind of give it away, but that is a Nightmare Before Christmas.
Woo!
Aw,
Nightmare Before Christmas.
cute.
All right, next one, Bray, please. All right, that's great. Thank you.
Trumpet.
That, of course, is the theme song to Ghostbusters. If there's something strange in the neighborhood, who are you going to call? Ghostbusters.
I want to give a shout out to Fall Out Boy, who made a cover of this featuring Missy Elliott for the Lady Ghostbusters movie.
That's wild, and I love that.
It's pretty sick.
Did you know? I'm trying to remember the name of the guy who wrote this song.
Ray
It
Parker
was-
Jr.
Yeah.
Only agreed to do the song if he didn't have to, in the song, say the phrase Ghostbusters because he thought it was stupid.
He did say busted. It makes me feel good though.
He does say Busted makes me feel good, but he thought Ghostbusters was a dumb name and didn't want to say it.
Fair. The man's
All
right.
right. Yeah. All right. Song number 3, please, Bray. All right, that's good. Thank you.
Nope.
Well, it does kind of give away the main villain's name in the first line, but that's A Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's the only reason I knew it, Julia.
Oh.
Brandon, I was being very kind because I was gonna start it in the middle of it
Mhm.
rather than start at the beginning, so that it didn't include Freddy's coming for you.
Mhm.
But I was being kind.
Very, very nice. I appreciate
All right.
it.
Yes. All right, and then number 4, please, Bray. Oh no, what happened?
Restarting it. Please hold.
That's okay. Thank you. Because the beginning gives it away as well. It's just... That's really all we need. If you couldn't tell by the that is, of course, Friday the 13th.
How does that give it away? That doesn't give it away.
Because the entire movie, the theme of the movie is throughout the entire film the
Absolute classic. I knew it
They do
immediately.
it
It was
so
awesome.
many times.
It's
Yeah,
like
so they do
it's
it so many
so.
times.
That's I do think that's what Julia's like doorbell is. That's what her text tone is.
Yeah, when Julia
I did
plays that noise.
Yeah.
I did do trivia a couple, like the first October trivia at our local dive bar, and our team name was the So that's how much I like that. All right,
I
and
watched that
then
movie for the first time this last Friday the 13th. And the entire time the friend I was watching it with, nonstop, the entire like hour and a half, just said in my ear.
That's horrifying, and I hate that friend. So great.
I do too.
And then Brave, could you give us our final one, please?
Yes. I'm
Thank you.
dancing.
All right, and that of course is the incredible score from our good friend John Carpenter from the film Halloween.
Oh, good.
I do want to say for anyone who is uncomfortable dancing, such as me, Eric's move is to do the Macarena to the beat of whatever song is playing. It's always good. It's always appropriate.
I love that for him.
It gives you some steps to follow. It makes you feel a lot less worried about what is going to come next on the dance floor.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Julia, I see what you're saying. Okay, no,
Yeah.
I got it right. I just got the second part wrong.
For that one, I gave you the point. So that's
Okay, cool.
That's fine. All right, so moving on to Julia's bad movie plots. Our first movie about a bunch of teenagers who are just trying their best not to fall asleep because the town's worst janitor is trying to get them. That, of course, is A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Ooh.
I feel like janitors shouldn't wear that type of sweater. Feels inappropriate.
Well, they also shouldn't kidnap and murder children, Eric, but that is
more the
what
thing I
Freddy did.
said.
More the
Okay,
sweater
interesting.
thing.
Or the sweater
Mhm.
thing. Listen, what are you gonna do if your hands are big needles? Like, what are you supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, moving on to movie number 2. This is a movie about how teenagers probably shouldn't be put in charge of other children, and how one mom tries to get her revenge, but then the son comes back for many more movies to keep the revenge going, and that, of course, is Friday the 13th.
Mm.
Friday the 13th.
Julia, why was Jason in space?
Bro, I don't know.
'Cause how else are you gonna kill
some
him?
producer was like, yeah, well, they don't
Why
kill him
not,
there.
right?
And also, Brandon, they kill him in most of the movies, but he just has the ability to come back.
No, that's what I mean. Like, sorry, you don't kill him. You just throw him very, 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 very far away from you, you know?
That's not
Yeah,
why
well-
he was in space in the first place. It wasn't like in
Yeah.
the previous one they shot him in a cannon. He's just in
So
space.
maybe they should have. Maybe they
Yeah,
should have.
tried it.
All right, movie number 3. Imagine you're a doctor and you're terrible at your job, and then one day you wake up in a really gross bathroom and have to play the world's worst escape room in order to survive. That, of course, is Saw.
What's the movie where someone wakes up in a bathtub of ice with their liver or whatever taken out?
That's like an urban legend that is often played with in stuff, Brandon.
I think you're talking about Hostel, Brandon.
Oh, is that Hostile? Yeah, I
think
think
so.
I
I
think it's Hostile. I think.
I cannot watch Hostel, so
Yeah.
I couldn't possibly say.
I want to
All
shout
right.
out on The Ringer. There is a guy ranked every single trap of Saw, and
Mhm.
what beautiful journalism.
Yeah, that's great. I love that.
I'm gonna
for
put the
him.
link
I
in the
wish
chat.
people would pay me money to do that.
Listen, man, you just gotta
All
work
right.
for the only blog that still exists.
Cool, that makes sense. All right. Movie number 4. A man moves into a house with his family that the real estate company that he works for built, only to find out that they've been cutting corners with their construction to disastrous effect, including a really terrible in-ground pool. Guys, that's Poltergeist. Poltergeist famously, they moved the tombstones, but they didn't move the bodies.
Oh, that's dumb.
And that's why it's all fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was trying to appeal to your Long Islandness, and I thought this was Amityville Horror.
Hey, buddy, you were not the only person who guessed Amityville Horror after that
Was
one.
it also longtime Merrick resident Amanda McLaughlin?
Might have been.
Yeah.
Who can
Yeah.
say? All right, and then our final bad movie plot is a child is super influenced by an advertising for a toy line to the point where his toy talks him into becoming an accessory to multiple murders. Now, a lot of you put Chucky, and I gave you points for that. The original movie is called Child's Play.
Oh, you're
Mhm.
right. It is called Child's
You're-
Play.
You get a bonus, Eric?
Do I get 2 points, Julia?
You really don't need it, bud. So I mean, if you want it, sure.
Oh, let's go. That's even more delicious than an extra point. Let's go.
Great. All right. So with that, gang, we are done with our trivia. Here are our scores. Amanda, you came in around late, so you have 12 points.
Oh, Julia, add me
Doc-
away again.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I was like, then you guys win. Well,
Thank you.
Dr. Moya McTeer, since she had to leave early, did score 13 points, which is pretty on brand. I got to give her credit for that. Maddie, you scored a whopping 14 points. Brandon, you scored 20 points.
Oh shit.
And that leaves Eric with 22 points.
Oh shit.
Being our winner for this round. Yeah, you Macarena, my guy.
Nice.
Great job, gang. I was very impressed by a lot of your answers, and I'm very happy that this was both accessible and fun and challenging.
Thanks, Julia.
Thank you.
Julia, you did
Thank
so
you,
good. It's so
friend.
fun.
Aw,
It's
thanks,
really
bud.
hard for me to keep the names of the horror movie straight. Like, I always know the names of the monsters,
Yeah.
but I'm like,
Mhm.
which one is. I constantly forget
Who
which one
goes
is
with
Halloween
what?
and which one's Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm,
Mhm. Well, so did Brandon, because several times he said Halloween and then in parentheses Jason, and I was like, Brandon, I can't give you a point for one of these. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. But
It's so funny.
I couldn't remember if Halloween
That-
was the right name.
well, it wasn't for Jason's movie.
I know.
Yeah. It's like I know it's
but-
like the vibes are in my head. It's like I know John Carpenter is involved and he wrote a lot and he wrote all the music. Like I know Jason exists. I know that like the first movie at Camp Crystal Lake is the one with the mom, and then the other guy and the guy is the real monster in the later ones. I know the reboots. I know Jamie Lee Curtis. Like I have all the details. I just truly do not know the names of the movies.
Yeah.
No, I get it. It's there's a lot to think about when it comes to that, and because the slasher genre is the way it is, a lot of times the like big hulking slashers all kind of get like mixed together.
Yeah,
That's why Freddy stands out so much, because he is short and played by a Shakespearean actor and one of the few guys that actually talks.
Just
Oh.
like Leprechaun.
Yes, just like Leprechaun.
Julia, did
Which,
I
fun fact, was the movie premiere of Jennifer Aniston. It was the
That's
first
true.
movie she was in.
really? Oh,
That's
whoa.
true.
Julia, did
Mhm,
Eric
mhm.
get 22 points or with a bonus point, or was that 21 plus 1 for that bonus point?
It was 22 plus the bonus point is 23.
Okay, cool. I feel better about that. Thank you.
Yes. No, it wasn't that close.
Okay.
That I was like, yeah, it's not gonna matter. But hey, thank you everyone for joining us for another trivia night. I always really enjoy doing these. I think we'll probably be doing a game stream in November rather than a trivia, but we shall see.
Hey,
Well, Jackbox has
but-
a new party pack, Jackbox 10.
does.
So we'll
Excellent.
definitely do that next time.
I want to
Yeah.
play it.
Excellent. So we'll definitely do that, Brandon, if you could look into getting that so that we can play it next round, I would super appreciate it.
Sure.
And hey, if you haven't checked out Big Game Hunger, the newest podcast here on the Multitude Collective, make sure you do that. If you enjoy games and fun bad movie plots and all other sorts of things, I feel like you would really enjoy Big Game Hunger. So check that out where you get your podcasts. You know, the
It's a
place
throwback
where you
to
get
that genre of podcast that was really strong in like 2017, which is like smart people come up with a thing. And I feel like that genre really went away, but now it's that Jen is bringing it back, and I'm very stoked about it.
bringing it back. All right. Well, that is all I have for you guys this month. We will talk to y'all soon, and thank you so much for coming, everyone. I always
Thanks.
appreciate it.
Thanks, Julia. Good job, Eric.
Of course. Good job, Eric. Proud of you. Everyone enjoy your Halloween. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.